Hello everyone. We often hear about fierce cyclones which cause massive destruction and loss of life. In 1999, 30th October, a super cyclone swept through Odisha at a speed of 250 km per hour. About 1.5 million people lost their home and around 10,000 lost their life. Why does such cyclone come? To understand its reason, we need to understand air pressure. Take two paper bags of the same size. Hang the two bags in the inverted position on the two ends of a stick. Tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick and hold the stick by the thread as in the case of a balance. If we put a burning candle beneath one of the bags, it will rise. It's because the warm air rises up. Now, we take a tin can with a lid and fill it with water, but only up to its half the capacity. Now, we heat the can until the water boils. We allow some steam to get out of the can and then put the lid tightly. Now, place the hot can in a wash basin using a pair of tongs and pour cold water over it. You know what will happen? Well, the tin will get distorted as if it is crushed. Why? This is because the air expands when heated and shrinks when cooled down. When we cool the can suddenly, the air inside it becomes cool and shrinks. As the air shrinks, a vacuum is created inside. The air pressure inside also falls. So, the pressure of outside air, which is now much higher, crushes the can. Let's do another experiment. Hold a strip of paper between your thumb and forefinger. Now, blow hard over the paper. The paper will start lifting up. Why? When you blow air over the paper, the air molecules get carried away. Hence, the air becomes lighter, and we know lighter wind gives lesser pressure. It means the air pressure drops too. So, the air pressure beneath the paper is now greater. Wind from there rushes towards the low pressure area and lifts the paper in its way. So, the air moves from high pressure to low pressure zone. Now, you must be thinking, what does a cyclone have to do with it? Well, from these experiments, we can now say that the warm air rises up and the difference of air pressure causes wind. And these 2 points are key in the formation of cyclone. As we know, the sunlight doesn't heat all the regions equally. This difference causes difference of air pressure, and difference of air pressure means air would move from high pressure to low pressure region, right? Like during summer, the land close to equator and in tropical region becomes very hot compared to the ocean around it. As the air over the land rises upward, cooler air from ocean rushes in. It carries water vapor from ocean and causes rain. In India, monsoon rain is caused by such wind coming from ocean, sea, because it carries lots of water vapor. Then, when and how things turn for worse, that is cyclone, hurricane, etc., we will continue from here in the next lesson. Until then, take care and bye-bye.
Air exerts pressure in all directions. This phenomenon can be seen while blowing a toy fan or waving of flags. Let's understand this by an activity. For this, we need a tin bottle, gas stove and water. Fill half of the tin bottle with water. Light the gas stove and place the bottle over it and let the water boil. Now extinguish the stove and close the bottle carefully with its lid. Now pour water on the bottle. You will observe that the shape of the bottle gets distorted. Do you know why this happens? This is due to the decrease in the air pressure inside the bottle. Due to the process of condensation, some steam of the bottle gets converted into water and decreases the air pressure inside the bottle. This compresses the bottle and shape of the bottle gets distorted. High-speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. When there is an increase in the wind speed, there is always reduced air pressure that accompanies it. Let's see this with an example. Take two balloons and fill them with small quantity of water. Now blow air into them and tie them to a string with a gap of 10 cm. Blow air with your mouth between the gap of the balloons. You will see the balloons coming closer towards each other. The wind we blow between the balloons reduces the air pressure in that area, which makes the balloons move closer towards each other. Have you ever wondered why do air-filled rubber tires sometimes burst in summers? During summers, the air in the tubes expands, which results in the bursting of the tubes. Let's see another example. Have you ever thought how the huge balloons fly in the sky? Actually, this is because of the heat filled inside the balloons. Burners heat the air inside the balloon. Heating causes the air molecules to move faster, due to which the distance between the molecules increases. Consequently, air expands upon heating. Let's understand this phenomena with an activity. Take a boiling tube, a cello tube, and two beakers. Fill one beaker with hot water and another with cold water. Stretch a balloon tightly over the neck of the boiling tube with the tape. Now, place the boiling tube in the hot water beaker. Do you see any change in the shape of the balloon? Yes, it is getting inflated. It is because the hot water heats up the air inside the boiling tube, due to which the air inside the tube gets expanded. Now, take out the tube from the hot water and place it inside the cold water beaker. Observe the change in the balloon. You will observe that the balloon gets deflated by the contraction of the air upon cooling. A low pressure area is created inside the balloon, and therefore the air deflates.